Hi there, it's Amy again. I'm coming to you from Arvada, Colorado with my friend Rowdy, the sleeping cat. She's 18 and she'll be joining us for a restorative yin blend yoga class. This is perfect for the weekend when you have a little extra time. We're just going to move through some restorative poses and open up our body and do some stretching with long holds. Holds can be from anywhere from about 2 all the way up to 10 minutes today. So grab a bolster. And if you don't have a bolster, then some big pillows. The firmer, the better, probably, because you want them to provide support. Um, a couple blocks if you have them. And I'm not sure, but if you have a belt or a strap or a scarf or a bath towel belt, then we may use this today. I'm not sure yet. We'll just see how it goes. So we're going to go ahead and get started in our supine position. So coming on your back, we're going to come into a supported bridge pose to start. So you can use a block for your supported bridge, or I like to use a bolster in a restorative class. So lying on your back, just come into first, settle into the earth, your mat, maybe put a blanket down. I have this nice soft cotton yoga mat. And then we're going to bring the bolster or block close by, and you want to press your feet into the mat, lift your hips, and then begin to slide your bolster underneath your hips, and then drop your sacrum, which is right in that triangle at the base where your spine meets your pelvis. So you want your sacrum to be supported, and then we're just going to begin to melt in here. So I'm going to put a timer on so I can keep track of everything, and close your eyes if you're in the comfort of your home and that feels safe. And bring a deep breath, audible exhale, and allow your body to just become heavier with every exhale. Couple options here. You may heel toe your feet out a little wider, let your knees drop in. You can extend your legs straight for an extended supported bridge. And you could, and I may do that in a little and cue you. I like to start in this position. You also might choose to come into a waterfall here, extending both feet up, keeping your core engaged for balance. So just allowing the inversion here, the blood flow with feet extended for however long that feels good. Until you are ready, you can drop your feet down, or you can just stay in the supported bridge. It's your practice. Honor your body. So it's getting close to bedtime here, and my body was asking for this practice. It's a good bedtime practice. It's also would be a good class to do after an intense workout or the day or an active recovery. We will be doing some deep stretching, yin type stretches as well. So we'll start and finish in restorative poses and have some deep stretching sprinkled in the middle. And as you're here, you can let your thoughts just drift away. And as they drift back in, just take notice and then release them and bring your awareness back into your body and the sensations that you feel. the weight of your hips and sacrum against your bolster or block or pillow. Allowing a softness to come into your belly, sort of a melting, more relaxation in your sacral, sacral chakra. Carry a lot of, we can carry a lot of knots and um, tenseness in our bellies. This practice is a good way to breathe into those areas and allow a softening by gently placing our awareness into our lower belly and sending our breath into our lower belly. Giving yourself a smile, sending a smile into your lower belly. It's an appreciation for all that it might be holding on to for you. So some gratitude, but also with our breath, allowing our body to know it's safe to relax, it's safe to let go. And this practice is the perfect time to make space for that. A guided, intentional deepening of relaxation so that we can bring balance to our bodies in an overstressed, fast-paced world. Anytime you want to change your leg position, feel free to do that. I'm going ahead to go into an extended supported bridge here, bringing my arms up into a cactus and extending my legs. Opening up of my throat space as well for a neutral neck. Take a deep breath in, stretch up. Begin to bring some movement to your body here. If your legs are extended, slowly bring your feet flat, bending your knees. And then you can slide and roll over to one side, perhaps your right side to start. Oh, there's a cat at my feet. I might be kicking her out of the way, but finding a comfortable position here so we can have a side stretch. Bring your right arm bicep under your head to support um, your head here. And then you may stack your knees bent and just allow your side body. Maybe you reach overhead with both arms here. So there's a gentle massage happening on your right waist and hip area. I think I kicked Rowdy out of the way. Sorry, cat. Sorry, Rowdy. Here she comes for some cuddles. Okay, now lay down. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. In these restorative poses, you always want to feel supported, so you don't ever want to feel like there's a body part sort of hanging in the air. You can use pillows, blankets, blocks, cushions to support those parts. Here, when my legs were extended, it was a little awkward, so I bent my knees to find that support. Hmm. Now begin to roll back over. We're just going to switch sides here. Staying on our bolster. Coming around onto our left side. Left bicep under your head as a pillow. Knees are bent. Finding your place where you feel most supported. And this side body opening on the right side. Now with a gentle pressure massage on the left from the bolster. Breathing deeply and melting with every exhale. And then slowly coming back onto your back, bringing your knees up with your hips and sacrum still on your bolster. Bring your knees in. Just breathe here, grabbing your knees with your hands. Then you can either set your feet down and go ahead and remove your bolster, or you can bring your knees into your chest, lifting your hips, and remove the bolster that way, allowing the bolster to then slide over to the side for now. You may or may not want to use it in this next pose, and I'll show you. We are going to come into a supine twist. Option to just let your knees. I got a kitty cat visitor. She likes her cuddles. She likes to cuddle. See? Okay, so option to let your knees just fall to the right, which I think I might do today. Well, and then there's also the option to cross left knee over right knee for a little deepening, which I think I actually will do that because I like that. So letting your knees fall to the right, either stacked or left, crossed over right, knees to the right. You can cast your gaze over to your left. Arms are in a T here. And you can bring right hand to knee as well to deepen, to add just a little weight. You could lay a bolster there to help with that. A simple, gentle weight of the hand is perfect for me today. Sometimes I use my bolster, but this works good. And now I'm the scratching pad for Miss Rowdy. um, mm, just breathe here, tuning into your breath and scanning your body with your breath, sending your breath into all the openings. You feel she's giving me kisses. She give me love kisses. Sweet. She's a sweet kitty. She's very sweet. With every exhale, can you just let go a little more too? So, like letting any tension that you might find as you scan your body to just release. This is why a weight can be good too if you want to deepen your stretch. But I feel in a pretty good spot after having my right hand to assist. And now I'll remove it so that I can relax completely and fully in my right arm. Because as we rest and bring like this deep, deep heaviness into our resting body parts. So here, chest, shoulders, arms, if you can really face, jaw, and just really let go. Of tension, with intention and awareness, right? And that encourages more relaxing and letting go and the rest of the stretch that we're working with right now. Now I want you to bring your left arm back over. We're coming all the way over on our right now. So roll your body all the way over on your right. Bring your right bicep under your head. Knees are bent in a 90 degrees stack. And just let your body redistribute here. I don't know if you can hear her purring into the microphone. It's really cute. She's 18 years old. She's a scruffy, sweet old lady who loves cuddles. But we're making yoga videos, so I'm going to set you over here, okay? Here, you stay there. Stay. No. All right, from here, you lift your body up halfway, just the upper body. Knees stay stacked, hanging to the right. Forearms now face the back of your mat blanket. You can say right here, you can actually bring your yoga bolster here as well, which would look like this, where you come down onto your yoga bolster this way. Um, or if you want a deeper stretch, you can slide your left arm underneath your right and thread your needle for a full rotation here. And the shoulder opening. And that deeper stretch also creates an opening in your um, right hip, and then has some fascia flossing happening. Hmm. Now we're going to press ourselves up and move the bolster out from underneath you if you're using it. And we're coming back on our right side. Right bicep is your pillow, and just let your weight redistribute here for a couple breaths. And then from here, we're going to slide our right arm and back out to our side and come back into our supine twist. I'm going to have to move Miss Rowdy. She's so cute. Out of the way. But so right arm will come out to your side. Maybe I'll just put it on my knee. And then left hand out to a T. And we're back in our supine twist here. And just notice how this might feel differently in your body this time after twisting the opposite direction. Beautiful. Now, slowly bring your weight back to the center, knees back to the center, supine, facing the sky or ceiling. Bring your knees in to your chest. Press your lower back into your mat. Rock side to side if that feels good. And from here, we're going to take supine twist on the left side now. So drop your feet down. Option to just let your knees fall to your left, or you can cross right knee over left here. Let them fall to the left. Reposition your shoulders so you can, excuse me, honey. I'm going to have her move. Extend your right arm in a T. And both arms can be in a T as well. Casting gaze to the right. This is good for digestion too. All the twists and side stretches and pressures. It's really good for an internal organ massage, which helps with digestion. So perhaps a good time for this practice might be after dinner, about an hour, and then before bedtime, maybe an hour before bedtime, or somewhere in between dinner and bedtime, which is when I'm recording this. But this is a good practice in the morning too, if you have time on the weekend or your day off. Um, Anytime that you have time to make time. Yoga's good all the time, any kind, anytime. Hmm. Using your breath to scan your body and remembering what I said earlier about when in these sort of deeper stretch holds, you can consciously bring relaxation to other parts of your body. Like I was saying, your shoulders and your chest and your throat and your jaw. But you're not really engaged, you're completely in a resting position, right? But can you focus your awareness to bring more heaviness to those areas? And in doing so, we give space and set the tone for deeper relaxation in our hip and torso, which are being um, stretched for more mobility and more range of motion. And so inhale, bring maybe some stretching to your body. We're going to roll all the way over onto your left side, bringing your left bicep under your head for a pillow. Just allow your body to come into a rest here on your side with knees bent. Feeling the redistribution of weight and gravity on your body. Then begin to press your torso up, and here's where you can grab your bolster, and I'll show you that again. So you can grab your bolster and bring it in towards your hips and come laying down, which is really comfortable for a very good restorative pose. And you can leave your face facing your left there, or you can bring it around for a little deeper rotation. Or if you want even more, you can slip that bolster away and bring, which this is going to bother my microphone, so I should move it. Oh, sorry. So I moved my microphone because it was making noise, I'm sure, and it was in the way of me bringing my right arm, threading it through, dropping right temple here for a deeper stretch. Now, again, this deep stretch is not. It's up to you. That bolster also feels really good to have that. My body's just asking for a deeper stretch tonight. As much as I love cats, I have low-key allergies. So you probably hear my nose whistling a little bit. They're super mild, but I do get a little stuffy with cat dander, but I still love the little fluffer nuffers. They're so sweet, especially this one. Mm-hmm. I should say low-key allergies as long as I keep the place clean with the air purifier, vacuum, and dusting. Mm-hmm. Okay, you're going to inhale yourself back up and grab my microphone. Slide your left arm underneath your head. So you have this one. So back on your left side and slide your bicep under your head for a pillow for a couple breaths, tuning into the redistribution of your weight and gravity in your body, regrounding at our halfway point. Before then, we reach our left hand to the side and then splay right back open into our supine twist, eye gaze to the right. Noticing the difference in your body here. From this twist before we came and took it in the other direction, and then now returning. How does it feel differently? You're essentially wrapped in fascia. You're like a Halloween candy, that are twisted on the ends, and you pull and it unwraps. That's what we're doing here. Is when we twist in the other direction, we're working on our fascia system so that when we unravel and come back to this twist, we can feel those differences. Inhaling, feet back to center. Oh, she's so cute. All right, knees to your chest. Pull them in. So I think we will use the belt. If you have a belt or a scarf or um, anything long, towel, um, we're going to put it on your right foot. All right. And oop, I got a cat here. Extend your left foot. And I'll have to just help her. Oh, give her a little scratch with my feet. So you can leave a slight bend in your knee. We're just working on a hamstring lengthening here. So wrapping the belt around your foot, um, bringing and just breathing in. So not really forcing anything, pulling it. So there's lengthening. Every day my body's different. And I did a power yoga class yesterday, and I'm so um, stiff. I actually did some deep stretching in the class as well, and so we can get sore from stretching, um, but then it's very much the same as building strength. We create some stress in our muscles, but we don't ever want to overdo it. But slight soreness from stretching is similar to as if slight soreness from a workout. Um, we it's our body's inflammation response to um, the stress that we're putting on. So we're actually creating stress in our muscles as we lengthen here in our hamstrings, calves, pressing your heel up towards the ceiling, and then just releasing so you get that extension all the way through your calf and Achilles here. But just breathing in, and I also bringing relaxation to other parts of our body. But going back to that, we are creating slight microscopic adaptations and tears. So we're literally will work with by applying stress, tension to our muscles. We create some tissue damage which our bodies are incredibly brilliant to know to add more lengthening then. So when your inflammation response comes and goes in and goes to work and the rebuilding is happening, our bodies know to adapt to that stress. So I, biochemistry is what I studied because it's just we are it's just amazing to me. Uh, we're miracles and how our bodies know how to do all this stuff. Okay, now we're going to slowly guide your right foot and leg across your body. Now, you may be right here and already feel a really, or you may be here. It doesn't matter. We're just opening up the IT band now as we bring our leg across. So there is a deeper getting in a little differently into our tendons here and muscle tissues by bringing our leg across. A bend in the knee here too will help it go deeper into the IT band. So if you have tight IT bands, for me, I also have tight calves. So if I really want to get into my IT band, then I bring a bend to my knee, and now that allows me to get deeper into that IT band here. I think I bullied her out of her space. Isn't she cute? She's so scruffy, but so sweet. And she had to get some mats taken out at the vet. I had to take her to the vet. Well, and and she's so wild. I think they weren't able to get all the mats, and so then she came back with a weird haircut, made her look even more scruffy. Old lady. It looks like she's been through it, but she's definitely had a good life. You can tell. Oh, it feels so good. All right, inhale, back up slowly, bringing foot and leg back to center, and grab, pass the belt to your right hand now. She's going to not like this. We're going to let our right foot fall open out to the side for a deeper stretch. Now, for here, you could also um, do like me. You could put a block there. I actually don't mind a little bit of hanging because it will allow gravity here to help open this up. 30 to 60 seconds are good for stretches, ideally minimum a minute. Deep breathing. Remember to relax the rest of your body. That is not in the stretch, and that will encourage a deeper relaxing in our area of focus. And you'll feel it in many different places, and you'll feel it most in the places that you're most tight. Your groin, I can feel it in the hamstring and medial hamstring attachments for me. I can also feel it in my left groin, again, because of the fascia connection. Or you can bend your knee if you'd like to bring it back to center. Let's bring this right knee in towards our chest now. Squeezing. And then guide the sole of your right foot up towards the ceiling for half a happy baby. You can also hold this with your strap around your foot if that feels good. I just prefer to hold my outside of my foot, pressing your low back into and your left hip down into the mat, the earth. Just breathe. All right, guide your foot back down. Bring both knees in to reset here. Both knees in. Make some ankle circles both directions. Maybe rock back and forth, side to side. Here for low back massage, thoracic spine massage. Okay, extend right leg out. Grab strap, wrap around left foot. Begin to straighten, but again, you can have a bend in your knee. My left side is definitely tighter than my right. So we're just going to breathe into this. Lengthening, press your heel up towards the ceiling, pull your toes back towards you. Then just let that go so that we have the belt that's going to help hold that lengthening we just created in our Achilles and our calf. And we also have lengthening happening here in our hamstring. Breathe into all the openings, and again, also bringing relaxation to the rest of your body. And we don't ever want to pull the stretch so I guess also what I'm saying, you don't want to go so deep into the stretch that your body's like holding on to more tension, right? That defeats the purpose. So regular gentle stretching is far better than overstretching or stretching to the point of creating more tension in your body. Now, pass belt to your right hand, slowly guiding right foot and leg across the midline of your body. If you want a deeper IT bend stretch, which my body's asking for today, bend your knee in this stretch. Breathe into it. Rowdy thinks I'm a scratching. You're so cute. It's your face. It looks like a baby kitten face and cute little face. She's so cute. I need to focus on my stretch, Rowdy. I need to focus and breathe and relax. Mm. That's intense. I gotta come out a little bit. Just bringing some movement into the stretch. It was getting quite tight on this side, tighter than I have been. So inhale and slowly bring it back to center. And then slowly let your foot begin to fall outside. Here, passing the belt to your left now. Pressing right hip into your earth, the mat. Relaxing. Then tension throughout the resting parts of your body. Bring a bend to your knee. Guide your foot back to center. Let you can keep the strap on your foot, or you can just grab the outside of your foot for half a happy baby. I'm starting to yoga brain and I can't speak. Letting foot go. Guide knee back to chest. Bring both knees in to your chest here to reset. Now bring your hands behind your knees, behind your thighs and behind your knees. Just rock and roll for a spinal massage. And then all the way back up into a seated position. From here, I'm going to turn around and grab my bolster and maybe a block or two so I can show you our next pose. Come into your easy pose, and we're going to come into a forward fold on our bolster here. You can use blocks to also support you. I will use and sit up nice and tall and then begin to slide yourself forward, creating space in your hips and stretching through your low back before dropping down into easy pose forward fold. Every exhale, letting go a little more. Can you relax your jaw? Keeping your chin tucked, slowly lift yourself out of your forward fold, then switch your feet for your opposite easy pose. Sit up nice and tall. And now we're going to come into a forward fold on opposite side for a round of relaxation here. Inhale, soften up slowly. Move bolster, but keep it close. Put my mic back on. So move your bolster. Keep your bolster close. We're going to come into a tabletop position. Take some cat cows here. Inhale, chest forward, shoulders back, drop belly. Exhale, press out, tuck hips. A few more of those. From here, let's bring right ankle behind left wrist, and then scoot and then begin to sorry, Randy, straighten your left foot behind you. So for me, I like to have a block under my right hip here to give my hip a little extra support. You can bring your block here for this pigeon pose or your bolster or a pillow, or you can just slide all the way down. I'm going to move my microphone here so you can still hear me. And we're just going to be in pigeon pose here. Okay. That's good. All right. Untuck or tuck left toe. Come into a plank position. Switch feet, left ankle behind the right wrist, moving my block over to come under my left hip now. Squaring my hips off with the help of the block. Now lowering myself back down here. And begin to just melt here in our pigeon pose. All right, next inhale, begin to lift yourself back up into a tabletop or downward facing dog. However, you got here, maybe reversing it and then finding your way into an upright seated position. And we're going to come into a supported wide leg forward fold now. So you want your bolster, blanket, box. I'm feeling pretty chill now. I don't know about you. The stretching is feeling really good to my body. And I'm getting restful and ready for bed. So we're going to take some folds now, starting with a wide-legged forward fold. So I like to find support with blocks here. In fact, let me just use one block. There we go. Hold my block. And then you can bring your hands down. Whatever you need. You might need a bunch of pillows stacked up for support. Um, just listening to where your body is, but you want to feel fully supported. Inhaling your way up here. Okay, now we're going to come into our hero's pose. So I like to create a ramp here, especially today with the way my body's feeling. I want to have one block on the low, one on the medium, so I can create a ramp here for my bolster. And then you can also bring a blanket here under your knees if that feels good. We really want to bring a stretch into our quads. So I'm just going to slowly lower myself here and let the bolster support me here in an elevated position. Making sure that you feel fully supported in your pose. There are some days I can come all the way down. Today is not one of those days, and that's okay. Every day is different. Deep belly breaths, accepting where you are in your day, where your body is for the day. I didn't move. I was doing a lot of computer work sitting, a lot of sitting today. And everything seemed to tighten up. Is it because I didn't get movement? Which can happen, especially as you age a little. Life is different in your mid-40s than it was in my mid-30s. I take that back. I may have been less flexible in my mid-30s, honestly. But still, that just goes to show you every day is different. Um, so honoring where you are in your day. And that can vary depending on your sleep, water, stress, how much movement you've had, or workouts in the past couple days can definitely, if you have a recovery response, where there might be some inflammation, it can restrict, can make things feel tighter. So here, I feel like I could go a little bit differently, a little bit deeper. So what I'll do is take this medium block and lay it flat now, and that will give me a little deepening in my stretch. And eventually I may be able to take the blocks out. I think I can. So I'll slide my blocks out now. And just bring my bolster in tight and come back on my bolster. For a good quad stretch, heart opener. There's a good ankle on ankles. Now I can feel it stretching my ankles, which is good. And so also honoring the slowness of starting in a stretch, hold, and easing yourself slowly, going very slowly and letting your body open up and ask for more. And when you're ready, you'll know it. From here, you can sit up, untuck your legs, keeping bolster here at your hips, and then returning back into a heart opener here. Almost somewhat of a supported fish pose, even on your bolster here. And from here, you can stay in this pose for as long as you like. You can take your bolster away into a savasana flat at some point just to feel, and I think I'll do that now. Take my bolster away and drop into a savasana pose. But before that, I think I'll take one last low on my low block, just a supported bridge before I come all the way down into my savasana. Might even extend in this, an extended supported low bridge here, just to air my body out. Softening my lower belly as it feels supported. And then letting yourself come all the way down into your savasana pose today. Staying here as long as you like. My name is Amy. This is the Be Loved Yoga, Sound, and Meditation channel. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more yoga, more sound, more meditation. Namaste.